Hi, and welcome. Thanks for stopping by another edition of Blue Stained Glass Poetry. I'm your host, Marian Abdo. I had an opportunity this afternoon to enjoy the beautiful colors of autumn and a little crisp, and there was a little bit of snow in the air. So, not too happy with the snow, but it's that time of year. Baseball is certainly in the crisp autumn air this week, with the playoff games continuing starting on Monday between the Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. So today I'll be reading autumn and baseball themed poetry. For the information for the authors and their poetry, it will be in the description box listed below. The first poem is titled To Autumn by John Keats. His poem is found in the book 150 Most Famous Poems published by Poetry House. To Autumn by John Keats. Season of mist and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with the fruit the vines that round the thatched eaves run, to blend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells, with the sweet kernel to set budding more, and still more, later, flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease, for summer has overbrimmed their clammy cells. Who hath not seen thee oft mid thy store? Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find thee sitting careless on the granary floor, thy hair soft lifted by the winnowing wind, or a half-reefed furrow sound asleep drowns with the frume of poppies while they hook, spares the swath and all 'tis twined flowers, and sometimes like a gleaner thou dost keep steady thy laden head across a brook, or cider press with a patient look. Thou watchest the last oozing hours by hours. Where are the songs of spring? Where are they? Think not of them, thou hast thy music too, while beryl clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue. Then a wailful cry the small gnats mourn, among the river shallows borne aloft, or sinking as the light wind lives or dies. And full-grown lambs loud bleat from billy born. Had crickets sing, and now with treble soft, the red breast whistles from a garden croft, and gathering swallows twitter in the skies. That is the poem To Autumn by John Keats. And of course, one of my favorite sports is baseball. And like I said, being a Phillies fan since I was in high school, I'll be certainly rooting for my team tomorrow night against the Arizona Diamondbacks. I wrote South Philadelphia Roar last year when the Phillies made it to the World Series. So this is called South Philadelphia Roar. October, the crack of the bat and roars of thunderous cheers. The streets of South Philadelphia where film and sporting legends come to life. A new hero has emerged with the use of a cell phone video, capturing for all the world of social media to audibly witness. For the bank was rocking with excitement last Friday night, with thousands of fans who proudly wear Philly red. Our folk hero captured the pride and the love his fellow citizens have for their fair city, but he didn't stop there. Turning his camera to witness a Sunday night miracle, let me set you up for this movie-ready scene. Bottom of the 8th inning, and the Phillies trailing behind San Diego. The showman was on deck and hit that magical homer for a 2-run game-shattering finale. Pandemonium erupts as raucous cheers were heard around the tri-state area. Fans crying and singing, dancing on my own. Our famous cameraman proceeded to hit the streets, reaching the center of Broad and Market, while William Penn looked proudly down from his pedestal. Philly fans are a determined lot. No greasy poles will stand in their way of jubilation. So thank you, Mr. Wooderice, for capturing baseball moments that I could not attend. Looking forward to your next October Metropolis Bullpen View. And that is South Philadelphia Roar. The next poem is from Mary Swinson, and it is titled Analysis of Baseball. Analysis of baseball. It's about the ball, the bat, and the mitt. Balls hit bat, or it is the mitt. Bat doesn't hit ball, bat meets it. Ball bounces off bat, flies through the air or thuds to the ground like a dud, or it fits the mitt. Bat waits for ball to mate. Ball hates to take bat's bait. Ball flirts, bat's late. Don't keep the date. Ball goes in thwack to the mitt and goes out thwack back to the mitt. Ball fits mitt, but not all the time. Sometimes the ball gets hit, pow, when the bat meets it and sails to a place where the mitt has to quit in disgrace. That's about the bases loaded and about 40,000 fans exploded. It's about the ball, the bat, the mitt, the bases, and the fans. It's done on a diamond. And for fun, it's about home, and it's about the run. So that is Baseball Analysis by Mary Sweden. So the final poem was written by Joe Cleefus, and it is entitled Not Cooperstown. Joe is a colleague of my sister Margaret's, and he has several poetry books published. I'm reading from his book, Crossing State Lines. And you can find this on World Poetry. I would like to give Joe a very big thank you for all his publishing advice when I started to submit my work and when I started writing my book. It is very much appreciated, Joe. All your advice paid off for me. So this is entitled Not Cooperstown. Go in early June, a Sunday morning, when traffic on the turnpike is light. Knock politely at the house his parents sold in Delaware County. And when the owners shrug and let you in, take the stairs as he once did. Take it 2 at a time to the 3rd floor bedroom, where there'll be a Felice pendant of dancing Snoopy that remains tacked to the closet door. Move aside the manual typewriter with the twisted ribbon. Among the unlabeled cassettes, a year's subscription to Mad Magazine. You'll find the relics of a faded league, chipped dice, baseball cards from the late 1960s, records in a spiral notebook of games he staged. Fielding teams without a catcher, the corner outfielders, smudged rubber bands so brittle they'll disintegrate in your fingers. Peruse throws the implausible statistics. Ferguson Jenkins with his swollen ERA. Muscular Rich Hebner who dug graves in the off-season, first in the infield hits. Seek out the boy himself, who on the rumpled field of his bed would devour whole afternoons to rolling snake eyes for strikeout and pair of sixes for a home run. Think of the lackadaisical student who never had his art supplies, keeping track of every ground out and pop-up. hidden away where he never had to respond in class to questions about the amoeba, nor cycle past the neighborhood kids. As I sat on a curb and fooled with sticks, waiting for someone to taunt, consider his various roles: statistician, skipper of every team, capricious commissioner, who one day vanished from the league he founded and entered a dicier world. That is not Cooperstown. So if anyone would like to submit their Halloween themed poetry, please post them in the comments below or at my email address, which is MaryAnn Abdo, ABDO, at blue, BLUE-stained-glass.com. I'll be happy to read your poems and give you a heralding high five. Tune in next weekend for more poetry and book updates. Thank you for stopping by Blue Stained Glass Poetry. Poetry is a creative response to the world around us. Have a great week. Go Phillies!